I don't usually cover politics, but when deception reaches this deep, it's so important to feel your femininity because it did mine. My decision to lean into my biology and become more feminine is entirely due to finding and seeking the truth. This is not about taking sides. This is about souls. Iryna and Charlie were non-violent people taken without mercy. They are reminders of our shared humanity. Behind every headline is a father, a daughter, a child of God. When tragedy strikes, our nervous system flips into survival mode. We want to harden our hearts, lash out, pick sides. But survival mode can also be an invitation. Our body is telling us to remember the truth. With what happened to Iryna, you're probably wondering, will I be safe on public transport ever again? Anger will say, give men a curfew. With what happened to Charlie Kirk, you're probably wondering, will I be safe if I stand for the truth? Anger will say, take guns away. But to lead with anger now makes you no better than the perpetrators of this violence. I understand if you feel this is personal. Both stories reach the spirit within each of us. It's not just an attack on a man, it's an attack on what he stood for. Patriotism, the family unit, and the truth.
With strong families comes smaller government and a better country.
It's not just an attack on a woman, it's an attack on what she represented: innocence, beauty, and hope in seeking a home in a new country. Seeing the response online of mockery at a non-violent man being shot had me thinking only of one thing. As George Orwell said, the further a society drifts from the truth, the more it will hate those who speak it. In all of this, what would Jesus do? Any decision that leads us to more division than we started with is not along the straight and narrow. As it is said, a common enemy unites us. So let's keep things in perspective. The real enemy is the devil. The real battle is between God and Satan. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. I implore you to put on the armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. And with it, how will you respond? I hope that you grieve, that you take the time to surrender, to feel everything, let go of the chatter in your mind, and let your body speak for you. The feminine way doesn't deny anger, it alchemizes it. Instead of using rage to destroy, we can let it open our hearts wider, fuel our service, and deepen our devotion. Jesus, the ultimate innocent victim, didn't use violence to prove his worth. He turned his suffering into service and his pain into redemption. We are called to do the same. I hope you can use your anger to create, to stand for what you know is right, to use this as the turning point that it is, and choose unity over division, to see who our common enemy is and not point fingers at other human beings. Get out of survival mode by turning this energy into your life force. Use your vitality to build good. After all, Jesus did say the entire law is summed up in this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Here's a story that my friend Simone in Amsterdam voice noted me when she was at the park on the day of Charlie's death.
I wanted to tell you about the park. I needed to get outside. I didn't kneel down, but I was like low on the floor with my head in my hand, thinking on the whole Charlie situation and just devastated by it. And then this girl, this runner, came up to me and she said, "Are you okay?" And I got up and I felt silly for something that's so far away from me, and how would I ever describe this to someone? And so I was like, no, I'm fine. Obviously this affects me, but either way, I say to her, like, no, it's okay, thank you. And she said, "Are you sure? Do you need me to stay with you?" And in that moment, it just hit me like the message is that I don't know who she is. I don't know what she stands for politically, religiously, if she believes in anything, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's just the sweetest girl who sees someone in need, who asked, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional just talk about it, asking how you been and asking, do you need me to stay with you? And that just really touched me. I think that's the most important thing of all of humanity. We have to come together. I just wanted to share.
Do you need me to stay with you? Such simple words, and yet we probably can't get ourselves to utter them when we see in another person a monster, something we are each capable of being when we know that our hearts are the ones that hold evil. That's where it takes root first, and it's up to us to choose not to perpetuate anger and everything that comes from it, because that would be serving the enemy. Like me, you may feel powerless in this loss, but you are not. You are being invited to step into your divine feminine power, to feel deeply, to create instead of destroy, to become a vessel of peace in a world addicted to conflict. This isn't about sides, it's about souls. And when we remember that, we reclaim our true power, the power to soften, to serve, and to stand in the truth. As my Oma always said, harden not your heart, love and serve each other.